สวัสดีครับวันนี้เรามาอยู่ในงาน Automation Expo ปี 2022 ครับผมแล้วก็มาอยู่ในบูธของ Metaverse นะครับผมวันนี้เราก็จะมาสัมภาษณ์คุณเจมส์บูธเกี่ยวกับคำถามต่างๆนะครับผม
Hello, I'm James Wood. I run VRG. We are a software development company specializing in VR and especially developing VR training software for industry. So we have two of how to train people using VR. One is to use interactive 360 video, and that is something that's very good for companies that have large numbers of staff who want to train hundreds or thousands of staff on how to do something or customer experience or health and safety. And the other thing that we're demonstrating is a maintenance procedure demo. We're currently working with several big multinationals who are updating their training programs to use VR. So we have an example. So VR lets you train people in a simulation, the same way that we've trained pilots for decades. Now the technology is affordable, so you can train people of any profession in an environment that's safe. Sometimes things are difficult to train or expensive or dangerous, and we can recreate that in a very realistic way and let people learn by doing. And that's the best way to learn for people, so they remember better and the training becomes much more cost effective. There is some investment cost to replace a training program. We try and look at it on the basis of the time and cost per training of an employee. So initially there may be some higher cost, but that will pay back over time. So for example, if you're training production engineers, and the way you're doing that is to let them follow a more senior engineer or have a senior engineer shadow them and see the mistakes they make, that can take a lot of time, and sometimes that cost is not factored in. So when we look at it like that, we can basically deliver cost savings to companies. So I think VR is just a new medium for a lot of things, but for training, I think it's inescapable that most training will be done using at least in part VR, because people are always investing in training their staff, and when those budgets come around, when they see other people having great results from VR training platforms and projects, then it seems like the best way to do it. So I see the growth now really picking up in this sector. Yes, I think it's maybe surprisingly cost effective to run a pilot, or even just to find out kind of what our experience is with what has worked well, and I think it's kind of a process where you may have maybe only one or two use cases for VR training to start with, and if you start with those mission critical areas, then you can learn a lot about the best way to approach it in your business and how to scale it up and scale it across the organization. And we're very happy to help anyone who's interested with that.